Hi guys, this is Aaron from WINECULT and welcome back to another bottle breakdown. Today we're talking about the Fazenda Pradio 2021 Mencia, but first, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So this is 100% Mencia from the vineyards located in the Oresian part of Ribera Sacra. Fermentation is naturally occurring and takes place in large granite loggers or stone vats. After the first 7 to 10 days, when primary fermentation is wrapping up, wine is then gravity fed into the cellar below for processing into French oak barrels. Most of the barrels are about 500 liters of old French oak, but there are even a few smaller sizes like 300 and 225 liter to manage smaller quantities made of each variety that doesn't completely fit together in a larger, bigger barrel. Xavi Soayanas, the founder of Fazenda Pradio, wants to make his friends part of his family and his visitors his friends. Xavi is in love with his Galician countryside, and he's even more taken by its nearly forgotten traditions and history. The term fazenda refers to a sort of small subsistence farm with a sort of agricultural output of handmade or handcrafted products like wine, vinegar, bread, vegetables, even animals at times, as well as craft works that are generally sold at local markets or ferias. This is ultimately the environment that Xavi grew up in. The line of viticultural know-how was slowly lost in Galicia with a series of unfortunate events that really started in the 1800s with the arrival of mildews, powdery and downy, and phylloxera, all from the New World. And after nature had sort of had its way with winemaking in the region and nearly finished off the job, it is worth saying, that was followed up by a couple of world wars, which also certainly didn't help. Now, while Spain remained neutral in the first and partially neutral in the Second World War, they were just economically crippled, and the ripple effects were felt for decades after. Of course, then that's followed by a Spanish Civil War, a dictatorship, and then ultimately, finally, post-World War II industrialization, all of which, in addition to the natural plagues that had occurred earlier in the last century, really put a dent in winemaking in the region. The industrialization of Galicia ultimately was an economic saving grace for many who couldn't make ends meet living there, but it also led to mass abandonment of agricultural areas over decades that just brought farmers into much bigger cities so they could produce or participate in the industrial economy. Fresh, spicy wine with just touches of minerals, flowers, wild red and black fruit on the palate. It's sweet, it's fresh, bright acidity. You're gonna love this wine. For more bottle breakdowns and other great wine content, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Aaron from WINECULT, and I'll see you next time.